Hey there everyone, Ramesh here, back again with another video. In this video, we'll take a look into the learning path for building Angular Spring Boot full stack web application development. Well, in one of the previous video, I have explained you guys the learning path for building React and Spring Boot full stack web application development. And in this video, we'll take a look into the learning path for building Angular Spring Boot full stack web application development. Well, at end of this video, you are going to know what are the technologies that you are going to learn to work on Angular Spring Boot full stack web application. So look at here, this is the Angular Spring Boot full stack application architecture, and this architecture diagram summarizes what are the technologies that you need to learn to work on Angular Spring Boot full stack development. Well, first we'll take a look into what are the technologies that you need to learn to work on front-end Angular application, and then later on we'll move into back-end Spring Boot application development. Alright, well, before you learn Angular framework, you should know web fundamentals like HTML, CSS, JavaScript and TypeScript. Well, here I have mentioned TypeScript because Angular framework is completely developed using TypeScript. TypeScript is nothing but it is a superset of JavaScript, okay, and ultimately the TypeScript is converted into JavaScript, and that JavaScript code again run on browser. Alright, so hence you need to learn HTML, CSS and JavaScript and also TypeScript, because as Angular framework is developed using TypeScript, you need to know TypeScript to use an Angular framework. Okay, so make sure that you learn these web fundamentals: HTML, CSS, JavaScript and TypeScript. Once you know about web fundamentals like HTML, CSS and JavaScript, then go ahead and learn Angular fundamentals first. So here you can see Angular CLI. Well, you need Angular CLI, that is command line interface, to create Angular application, and you need to learn about Angular modules and components, and then interpolation, property binding, event binding, two-way binding, pipes, okay, and template reference variables, and then important directives, that is ngIf, ngSwitch, ngFor, ngClass, ngStyle, and then component styling, component lifecycle methods. Alright, so go ahead and learn all these important Angular fundamentals or basics. So once you are familiar with Angular fundamentals, then you need an IDE to develop the Angular application, right? So go ahead and use Visual Studio Code IDE. So Visual Studio Code IDE is quite popular and open source software. So you can use Visual Studio Code IDE to develop an Angular application. So there are alternative IDEs you can see here: WebStorm, Sublime Text, and there are a lot many IDEs available to develop the front-end application. But I'm going to suggest you to use Visual Studio Code IDE because it's open source, and yeah, it provides a lot of extension to simplify a front-end application development. So go ahead and use Visual Studio Code IDE as a IDE to develop the front-end application, that is Angular application development. Well, next you need a NPM, that is Node Package Manager, to install the JavaScript libraries, packages, etc. And next you need a Angular CLI. Well, once you get a Visual Studio Code IDE, then go ahead and install Angular CLI, and then you are good to create Angular application. Alright, great. So these are the few things you need to learn to kickstart with Angular application. And then here you can see UI libraries. So these are some advanced stuff you need to learn while developing a real-time Angular application. Okay, so if you want to style your Angular application, then go ahead and use Angular Material. So Angular Material is basically component based library. Okay, it provides a lot of out-of-the-box component to style your Angular application, and you can use Bootstrap CSS framework to make your Angular application responsive and stylish. So these are the two popular UI libraries that you can go ahead and use in your Angular application. So apart from this, you need to learn Angular HTTP client, Angular routing, Angular reactive forms, Angular template driven forms, Angular animations. So these are the few modules or the libraries that Angular framework provides. Well, if you want to make a REST API call or AJAX call in your Angular application, then you need to use Angular HTTP client. Alright, so Angular framework have its own Angular HTTP clients that we can use to make a REST API call. If you compare with a React is not concerned with HTTP. In order to make a REST API call or AJAX call in a React application, then you have to use the third-party HTTP library. But in case of Angular framework, Angular provides Angular HTTP client to make AJAX or REST API call in Angular applications. That is pretty awesome, right? Next, Angular routing. So Angular provides its own Angular routing package or module that we can use to implement a routing mechanism in Angular application. And again, Angular provides reactive forms, template driven forms to work with forms in an Angular application. And again, if you want to implement any animations functionality, then go ahead and use Angular animations. Okay, so these are the bare minimum technologies or the libraries that I have listed over here, but you may encounter many other advanced libraries while developing real-time applications. Well, these are the technologies and libraries that you need to learn to getting started with developing Angular front-end application. Well, next move on to Spring Boot backend application development. Well, in order to work on Spring Boot backend application development, you should know Java, right? So once you know Java, then go ahead and learn Spring core basics, that is dependency injection, Spring IOC, Spring Beans lifecycle, Spring annotations, a lot of stuff. And then go ahead and learn Spring MUC. Well, if you want to develop a web application or if you want to develop a REST APIs using Spring framework, then you have to learn about Spring MUC, because you might heard about dispatcher servlet, right? So dispatcher servlet plays an important role in Spring MUC. Okay, all the HTTP requests will first come to dispatcher servlet, and then dispatcher servlet will decide which controller have to process that request. Alright, so you have to learn Spring MVC first in order to develop the REST APIs or web applications in Spring Boot. And then go ahead and learn Spring Data JPA to talk, to work with the persistence layer. So if you want to talk about Spring Boot application with databases, then you need to learn Spring Data JPA. And Spring Data JPA behind the scene, it uses Hibernate ORM framework as an implementation of JPA. Okay, so once you are familiar with all these modules, then go ahead and learn build tool or a dependency management tool, that is either you need to learn Maven or Gradle. Okay, and then if you want to implement a security, then go ahead and learn Spring Security Framework. Well, Spring Security provides out-of-the-box authentication and authorization features, and along with Spring Security, go ahead and use JWT token-based authentication. So it's quite popular nowadays. Many developers or many organizations prefer using JWT authentication, token-based authentication to secure REST endpoints. Okay, and you need to learn the databases. So here I have listed few relational databases like MySQL, PostgreSQL, and MariaDB. So there are a lot of relational databases out there, but these are the few commonly used relational databases that I have listed over here. So if you have requirement to use NoSQL database, then go ahead and learn MongoDB, Cassandra. Okay, there are a lot of NoSQL databases out there. And then you need an IDE, right? So in order to develop Spring Boot application or Java application, you need an IDE. So I am going to suggest you to use IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse STS IDE. So many developers prefer using IntelliJ IDEA nowadays. And go ahead and learn Lombok. So Lombok library basically we use to reduce a lot of boilerplate code. So just check out Lombok library. And DTO, that data transfer object design pattern. Well, if you want to transfer data between client and server, then DTO is very essential. Okay, so in real-time application, many developers prefer using DTOs to transfer data between client and server. Okay, just check out what is DTO and how to use DTO in Spring Boot application. Alright, after that you need to learn about Git or SVN. So these are the version control system tools. So nowadays almost 80 to 90% organizations prefer using Git. Okay, so Git is a very popular version control system, so go ahead and learn about Git. Alright, and if you want to deploy your full stack application, then you need to learn about cloud. Okay, here I have listed AWS and Heroku. Well, these are the tools and technologies that you need to learn to work on Spring Boot backend application. So basically we need to expose the REST APIs using Spring Boot, and we use Spring Security to secure the REST APIs. Alright, so if you come to the integration in Angular application, we use Angular HTTP client to make a REST APIs which are developed using Spring Boot. Alright, so we use Spring Boot to expose the REST APIs, and we use Angular to consume the REST APIs. So this is going to be a full stack web application. Alright, great. And I can understand that learning all these technologies, tools, libraries, cloud service provider, it takes a lot of time, effort, hard work, right? But it worth. Okay, although it takes a lot of time, but it worth, because once you learn all this stuff and once you are capable to build a full stack application using Angular Spring Boot, then you are an independent developer. Okay, you have a capability to build a complete software, a complete web application. So you no need to depend on front-end developer or back-end developer. As you know both front-end and back-end, you can handle a complete full stack development. And nowadays many organizations prefer a full stack application developer. Alright guys, on my YouTube channel I have published many free courses on full stack web application development. So go ahead and check out my YouTube channel to build Angular Spring Boot full stack application development, as well as a React Spring Boot full stack web application development. Alright, so go ahead and check out my YouTube channel. You will get a lot of free courses to learn full stack web application development. Okay, I hope you got an idea what are the technologies, tools, libraries, okay, that you need to learn to build Angular Spring Boot full stack web application development. Alright, if you have any queries, then let me know in the comment section. I will try to answer your queries. Alright, thanks for watching. If you are new to this YouTube channel, then go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching guys. I will see you in the next video.